Okay, now that you have a workflow campaign, it's time to sync your leads with Pitchit so that it can tie them to that workflow campaign. So what I'm going to do is go into Zapier and create a Zap. And we use Hubspot for our form fills. If you use a different form fill software, totally fine. Find it in the triggers section and choose the event, new form submission. So basically every time someone fills out a form, that lead needs to be sent to Pitchit. That's what we're creating here. And I've got a form inside of HubSpot that we call Talk to Paul, and it's asking first name, last name, email, phone number, and company name. And so we're going to sync that form with Pitchit. You'll choose the account, you'll sign in. It works the same way with Salesforce or any other CRM. Most of the form fills are also the same, where you log in and then you basically tell them which form. And so you just find the form, talk to Paul here, move to the next step. It's going to test and see if there's like a dummy lead or a historical lead that they can pull from. And here it's got some sample information. So you see first name, you see last name, email, company name, and phone number. It's all there. Move on, choose Pitchit here, right? And then your event, add lead to Pitchit. Next step, it's going to ask you to choose your account. Okay, so I already have an account, but let's connect it nonetheless. Okay, so the way that we integrate is through an API key. And so Zapier is asking you what your API key is. You go to Pitchit, click on the bottom left, name, go to integrations, and copy the key. Paste it. Yes, continue. And then Zapier kicks you back and it syncs the account. Okay. Next step is you tell Zapier which campaign you want this lead to go to. Now we have a very specific prompt that would contextually only work for form fills. You may be able to edit that prompt slightly for other use cases, but it is important that you sync it to a specific campaign so that the prompt actually matches the source of this lead and kind of where they are in the buyer's journey. Sync and map the first name to the first name. What this is doing is it's basically mapping what Pitchit needs to know who this person is to Pitchit from your form fill, from HubSpot. So I'm just syncing email to email, last name to last name, phone number to phone number, company name to company name, right? And then click continue, do a quick test. It'll send a lead into Pitchit. And since we've already created that workflow shell, you actually should see, yep, you should see that the recipient has now received its prompt. And so that prompt we wrote in the first video of how to create a workflow campaign effectively now has sent out its first lead, first prompt. And so if that lead replies, it's going to show up in the reporting section so you can see the entire conversation. It'll show up in the inbox section actually, sorry, showing the entire conversation. But AI is going to basically engage that lead all the way throughout that conversation and attempt to get a meeting booked. And so that is how you create your Zap to integrate form fills into Pitchit. Make sure you click publish, and once it's published, you are good to go.